Hey everybody, welcome to the Mad Church Disease channel. Welcome everybody. Hopefully you guys can see me okay. Um, Hopefully you can see me okay. Let me see. Um, hold on. What side is that? Okay, hold on. I don't I don't know what I did there. That side is really. Hold on, I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, wait. wait. I'll have to fix that later. Hopefully you guys can see me okay and life is good. Um, I see that might be a little crooked. All right. Well, hello everybody. Thank y'all so very much for coming to the Mad Church Disease channel. Yes, and I am live and I am on screen today. We got so much stuff to talk about and so much stuff to get caught up on. Y'all let me know if you can hear me just fine. Um, that way I can leave the microphone over here and I don't have to like try to bring it closer to my mouth. That way you guys let me know. Wayne, I am doing well. Thank you so much. I appreciate your prayers. Trust me, I am so thankful for all of you guys' prayers. Yes, indeed. Thank you so very much. Shout out to all of you. Shout out to Angela Smith, who's a member. Shout out to Jesse, who is a member. Aisha, thank you so very much. Denise, thank you so very much. Shout out to all of the members. Okay, Angela says coming through loud and clear. Wonderful. All right, everybody. Thank you. Hey, Breezy, good to see you here as well. I'm just going to be kind of just talking and about this and that and what's going on around the world. um, I have most of you know I've been having a little bit of issue with my right eye. It's not as bad as it was before, but I'm going to be going to the doctor and getting everything checked out. I am feeling better. I'm feeling better. I've been trying to get as much rest as I possibly can. I've been trying to sort of change my habits. Like I'm not really looking at my cell phone in the dark anymore. There has to be a light on in the room because I feel like I'm sort of straining my eyes when I'm trying to read these cell phones and all of this stuff at night during the dark. And then at a certain particular time, my phone goes into night mode and I don't get any more messages. So if you send me a message past a certain time, I'm not going to get it or see it until the very next day because I'm trying to like teach myself how to rest. That's the idea. Okay. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. I haven't really been able to watch as many videos. I've been watching some documentaries on I've been watching some church documentaries because there's so much stuff that I want to talk to you guys about. And so much work that needs to be done. I'm literally like a week behind on all my work, but it is what it is. I'm gonna take it easy. I'm not gonna speed up. I'm not gonna try to like be doing too much. My office hours are normally like really 10 to 4. I try to do whatever I can do between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And that's literally my office hours. So that's literally what I'm doing. Hey, Shavella, good to see you here. So yeah, that's my office hours. And so we're just going to be talking about some trending topics here in a minute. And we'll just be going through all of that stuff. I guess because I took a week off, folks is probably expecting to see me at 6 o'clock and not this particular time. Now, here's the thing. I told everybody, y'all need to keep y'all notifications on because even though I may schedule the show for a certain time, that doesn't necessarily mean that's the time that I'm going to be going live. So I appreciate that. Yeah, and I appreciate all of you guys, keeping up with me and all of that good stuff. I appreciate that. Um, so yeah. I appreciate that. There's so many videos that I need to get caught up on too. I hear St. James say he got Donnie McClurkin. I haven't even been able to watch that. Hey, Mary. So good to see everybody. So I'm just trying to catch up and just chat with y'all. I think I even want to do a private chat and kind of give y'all some updates on some other stuff too. And so maybe after we finish this live, I might go live in the private. Just to the members only, and for us to have a quick conversation, and so I can get you guys sort of caught up on what's happening. Now, my great niece is actually here. Hopefully, I'm going to be getting her to go live with me tomorrow. Her and I will do like an ask my uncle session where she can just ask me whatever she wants to ask me live, and we can sort of laugh and chat about that. I meant to do that during Christmas, but the lighting at my sister's was so bad I couldn't really. I didn't think I could get away with it. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't know if that's the lighting is good enough for me to do that. Let me bring that up a little bit. Oh, I don't know what that is on my head. Okay, yeah, but I didn't think the lighting was good enough, so I was like, I don't know about that one. But yeah, so we're gonna do like an ask an uncle session tomorrow, and we'll do that. But I've got a ton of things to just fly off the cuff and talk about. So we're just gonna get started with all of that stuff. But shout out to all of y'all that are joining the chat here. We have crossed over 18,400 subscribers. We should, if I would not have taken the week off, we'd have probably been at 19,000 at the end of this month. But I'm okay with that. We're progressing, and what I've got planned for next month, I'm sure that we'll probably be able to get where we need to go. And so once we get to 19, if I could get to 25,000 before the end of the year, I will be really grateful. That's what I'm shooting for. And I definitely think with the momentum of my channel and how I work, I can definitely get there. So I think it's something that, that we can definitely do as a team and as everybody together. So thank y'all so much for supporting the channel. In the last maybe 3 weeks, I think we've had something like 400 or 500 new subscribers, little bit over 500. So people are subscribing to the channel. And not only that, you guys are actually watching the material. You're watching stuff. Some of you are even going back and watching the old videos. What's up, Cece? So I really appreciate you guys doing all of that. So I just wanted to say thank you guys for all of you guys doing that. Okay, so I really do appreciate it. I'm actually going to be also working on like a little bit of a docu-series on Brian Karn. I've got some commentary that I still need to give because there's a couple of preachers that have said some crazy stuff out there. And Regina from the Juice Radio and Talk Show had asked me to give some commentary to this one particular preacher, and I told her that I would. So hopefully before the end of the week is out, I'm going to do that as well. So shout out to Regina and the Juice Radio for doing that as well. And I'm also trying to give you guys I know, Mary, let me tell you something. The old content, a lot of the stuff that was on the old content, people always hit me up and they be going, Marcellus, you are just crazy. What's up, Gerald? And so I'm glad you guys are watching those old videos. Yeah, I'm doing a little bit better, Gerald. So shout out to all of you guys. So what I'm doing is I'm just really trying to take it easy. I got like a screen guard for this. It's like a glare thing. You guys probably can't really see it for my monitor over here. Because I have two monitors. I work off of two monitors. There's a monitor on my left, and then there's this monitor here. Well, this is my left, this is my right. So there's a right monitor, and then this is a left monitor. So, and the screen guard was supposed to come today for this one, but I didn't get that one until later. Who is doing all of this texting? Who's texting me? Say what now? Who's doing all of this stuff now? Is that Daryl? Okay, let me close this. Let me close that now, because if I don't close that now, I'm gonna get all distracted. Let me close some of this stuff that I was working on. So yeah. But so yeah, and then I'm gonna be telling all of you that are members, I'm gonna be giving you guys a monthly update at the beginning of every month going forward, so that you know the progression of the channel, and for the members, the people who are supporting the channel, and so that you guys know where we're at. And I'm going to be putting some other stuff in the highest tier for content creators. And so I'm going to start that video with how to start a YouTube channel. I'm going to do that. So that'll be in there. Then I'm going to give you guys some more information on using AI to grow your YouTube channel and stuff like that. And there's going to be a whole host of stuff on this channel for you guys. So just stick around. Especially if you're a content creator, I'm definitely going to be able to help you end your year strong. And you should be able to really, do better with your channel. And I give you realistic stuff. It's not really guru type stuff. I'm going to show you some stuff that you're definitely going to need. And so that stuff is going to definitely be in the membership area. I'm putting all the videos The tutorial videos are going to be at the higher tier of membership, because as a content creator, I need you to get to the money, and I want to help you get to the money, and I want to show you guys how to do that. Okay. All right. And so there'll be some more information in there for you, but it'll be in the membership area. All right. And what's up, Sean Talk? So good to see you guys. And what's up, Daryl? I don't know if I said hey to you as well. So all that stuff will be in there for you guys as well to help you out. All right. So let's just talk about some stuff that's out here in the streets. First of all, after I did my William McRae video, I just took a rest. I didn't really watch any of the other things. And if you guys know, I didn't even really respond to all your comments yet, because normally I respond to comments on Mondays, and I'll spend like a couple of hours just responding to comments. And of course, today's not Monday. So I'm a little bit behind on the comments, but I'm definitely going to get up on the comments. Now, also, you guys need to make sure you subscribe to the newsletter, because I'm going to be sending out an email coming up here soon on the $50 giveaway that we're going to be doing for the month of July. You guys know we used to give away $50 every Friday night to a random person for supporting the channel and stuff. So I'm going to be getting back to my giveaways. We're going to start off with $50. And then as the support for the channel grows, then we'll be doing like 100, 200 once the channel grows and once the support gets there. Okay. But we're going to start off with $50. And I'll be sending an email to everybody on how to sign up for the contest, for the month, and that stuff will be sent to you by email. So you can subscribe to the Mad Church Disease newsletter by hitting the link that's in the description below, and we will give you all of that information on how you could possibly win the $50 for the week, or for the month. Okay. And I ain't got there yet, but I'm glad you mentioned that, CC, and I'll get there because they were house Negroes, and that's all I'm gonna say to that. They house Negroes, a lot of them. I don't understand these people. They work. I don't understand. Well, I'm not even gonna go down there. Regina did a show the other day. I'm gonna just tell you like this. What's up, Lewis? Regina did a show the other day where she was talking about this Jamal thing and this Target boycott. Let me just go on and say this, because this is what we're doing. We just shooting the breeze right now. Listen, I'm okay if you decide as a Black person that you still want to go to, hey, Katrina, to Target and shop. That's fine. If that's what you want to do, fine. But I don't ever want you ever to say to me that Black people don't know how to work together and we don't know how to get together to accomplish anything. I don't need you to say that to me anymore, because it's almost like every time we do something and we want to work together and we want to do something, we got all of these, I call them new Negroes, who just decide your candles is more important to you than standing with other brothers and sisters so that we can make a difference. And I don't understand it. The new Negroes, I don't get. And I realize I'm an old Negro. In a couple of months, I will be the big 5-0. I realize that I'm in the old Negro category. I get it. I understand. On some level, I guess I'm becoming my grandparents in a way. Because a lot of this stuff, I just be like, this stuff is crazy. This stuff is crazy. This stuff is crazy. The gospel music is crazy. Everything is crazy. Glorilla is winning BET awards for the best gospel. I mean, come on. Jeez Louise. And then people mad at Diedrich Haddon because Diedrich out here talking smack. He just gave his opinion, and Diedrich is entitled to his opinion. I'm just saying. Diedrich is entitled to his opinion, right? I'm entitled to mine, so are you. But these Baptists, these Black Baptists, should we call them Black bastards? Black Baptist bastards. That's what we really should call them. Because they're so undermining. And these Baptists in general, whether it's the white Southern Baptists or the Black Baptists, these Baptists, man, I don't understand. And all of you just hate women. You just can't stand to see a woman in a position of leadership, and you can't stand to give a woman, her just due, even though she may have the education, she may be able to preach and flow better than half of the men that are out there. They just can't Can't stand a woman. Um, Aisha, I think I'm going to do it on Sunday, because that's what I wanted to do, the private live. I needed to update you guys on all of that stuff. But I'm going to try to do our first deal for our book club on Sunday. I think that's what the day I'm going to choose is Sunday, because I don't normally go live on Sundays. So Sundays in the evening for like an hour or so, we'll go through like a chapter of the book and we'll just discuss it and we'll walk through it together. You know what I mean? Because that's kind of how I'm feeling. Because that way we can start. So it's just a mess. The whole thing is a mess. I don't understand these Baptists. I really don't. And I ain't even trying to be funny. I just don't understand. Even the white Baptists. Y'all should have seen some of the documentaries that I saw over this time that I've been away from y'all. Even the white, if you're a member of the channel, I'm gonna put some documentaries in there. I'm gonna put in the membership area. Y'all should go watch these documentaries. And you know what really got me with the ones that I was watching, check this out. In the beginning, they was loving and talking about Jesus and how their church was so sweet. Because see, what happened was the Southern Baptist SBC has like been slowly taking over some of these other white churches. They've been doing like hostile takeovers, right? I've been watching a lot of stuff since I've been gone. And so they've been doing these hostile takeovers of these other Baptist churches, right? And there was a church in North Carolina that the SBC was trying to do a hostile takeover, and man, these people been to court. The white people is fighting too. I was like, oh my god, y'all think Marvin Winans is the only one out here fighting? No, the white people fighting too. Come on, white people, I got some stuff to share with y'all. Oh my goodness, even the white people is fighting. I say, Lord, help the white folks. They over there fighting. But yeah, y'all gotta. We'll talk about that. I'll put those documentaries in the membership area so y'all can take a look at that stuff. Lord, everybody's fighting. I do mean everybody in the religious community is fighting. It's a mess. But anyway, let me get to my topics here because I gotta, and I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on this stuff. Y'all know me. I keeps a thing in here so we can talk. Let me share my screen here. Well, apparently, Jussie Smollett is now engaged to be married. He solidified that with he rang in his birthday with a surprise engagement to his boyfriend Jabari Reed, and that's who you see on the screen. I just had one question: are we inviting Jussie Smollett to the cookout? Can he come back now, y'all? Is he okay? Is it okay to bring Jussie Smollett back to the cookout? I don't know whether the person is African or not, Gerald. But the question I have: are we inviting Jussie Smollett back to the cookout? Can he bring the potato salad to the cookout? Hey, Charmaine, are we letting him come back? Angela say he's not invited. He's a liar. Wait a minute, Angela. I just wanted to ask that question. That was the only question I had. I'm not. Look, I say congratulations and celebrate him. I hope he's living his best life. I don't have no comments on anything other than the fact that I wanted to know is it okay if he's coming back to the cookout? Yeah. So, but he's engaged now. That's what they're saying. He did that. Jesse said, "Watch your purse." Oh man. So but yeah, he is now engaged right now. So that's a very interesting situation, ladies and gentlemen. Just wanted to let y'all know that. Also, let me tell you something else that I saw that was really interesting to me. Why is everybody so upset at Chris Brown for doing all these racy photographs when he do his meet and greets with his fans? Why y'all mad at Chris Brown for the racy meet and greets? He's been doing these racy meet and greets with his fans, his female fans, for like forever. You know, have y'all ever seen when he do the meet and greets? People is really upset at him for these meet and greets because the women throw their leg across him. He wrap his arm around some of them. He kissed some of them, but they spend thousands of dollars for these meet and greets with him. You understand what I'm saying? They spend a lot of money for these meet and greets. But they said he's been under, people have been, messing with him. I was hoping they would have had a picture of the meet and greets, but they just mad. They said, his meet and greets photo is going viral because, he does some racy meet and greet photos. I've seen some of the meet and greet photos, but apparently there was let me see if I can open this. Let's see if we can get over there. I guess he had like a racy lap photo. Let me see. Are they going to show the picture? Let me see. Okay, let's wait. Because these people is complaining. Okay, here we go. So I guess, can y'all see this? Oh, wait. All right, there we go. So here we go. This is his racy photograph. He has these meet and greets with his fans, right? Okay, cancel. But, apparently he pulled the woman into his lap and she posed for this photograph. But he's always doing racy photographs with his fans. And I'm going to be real honest with you. I kind of like it. If I was in the music business and people had paid thousands of dollars to come and meet me and greet me, I would want them to get their money's worth. And if women paid a lot of money to take a picture with me, oh man, like I'm gonna have my arm wrapped around you. You might get a kiss or two. I'm just saying, because my lips are clean and I'm clean. You feel what I'm saying? I don't see a problem with it. Is it just me? Is that just me? Is that just me being the man? I'm sorry. I don't see the problem. But he's all up in arms. People on the internet is making a big deal about it. Jesse say he paid $400 to meet Mary J. He paid $400. Wow, and that was for a meet and greet. Well, I think they spend like thousands of dollars to meet Chris Brown. They spend a lot of money. Listen here, I don't know, but it's sex, drugs, and rock and roll, Angela. And to be honest with you, I'm sitting here looking at that darn picture. That's hot. He got his hand around her neck. That's hot. I'm sorry. That's hot. That's pretty hot. And she's straddling him. Oh, that's hot. That's hot. That's a hot photograph right there. I'm just saying. That's gonna live. Oh, you gonna frame that and put that in your living room somewhere. That lady gonna have that somewhere. Her husband gonna be mad, or the next person she get with gonna be hot. They gonna have that picture in the basement. That picture's gonna be in the attic. Ain't nobody gonna want to have that picture up. I'm just saying, nobody's gonna want to have that picture up. Yeah, exactly, Jesse. I'm saying you get your money's worth. You know what I'm saying? You can literally do that. Listen here, Sean. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to do it, do it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're going to pay all that money. Heavenly Dove, I'm with you. You grown too. You grown. Just do it. Just do it. That's how I feel. If you're going to do it and do it well. That's all I'm saying. I don't see nothing wrong with it, but I just had to point that out to y'all. Everybody's complaining. Everybody's saying, oh my God, that's too racy and blah, 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 blah. I don't see anything wrong with it. Don't see a single thing wrong with it. Now, let's go on. It seems that our girl, Oprah Winfrey and TD Jakes had spoken out about the P. Diddy parties, and everybody was upset at them, saying, why are they speaking? Let me tell y'all something. I get in trouble so much with my Church Folk Revolution CFR family because we still talk to each other in text messages back and forth. Some of us do. Let me tell you something. My CFR crew give me the most blues about TD Jakes and this TD Jakes situation. Now look how skinny Oprah is. Talk about Ozempic and magic. Look how skinny she is. Look how skinny she is. And she's like 70 something years old at this point, right? Now she looks phenomenal. I celebrate her 70. I celebrate her 70. That looks phenomenal. But she's awfully skinny. She's awfully skinny. Um, yeah, she's awfully skinny. But everybody was complaining, oh, why TD Jakes and Oprah Winfrey over there joking about going to P. Diddy parties? Listen. And somebody said, oh, it's not funny. That's what I got. I got a message. Somebody said, oh, I don't see why they laughing because ain't nothing funny about it. Y'all listen to me. If it's not true, and you know you ain't been at no P. Diddy party, and ain't nobody got no picture of you holding on to no peach cobbler in a thong, why wouldn't you laugh about it? I would laugh about it. What you want me to do? You want me to be sit up and be upset about it? I would be cracking up, laughing, and making as many jokes as I possibly could. I'd be laughing in your face. I really would. I'd be laughing in your face. I'd be like, I didn't go to no P. Diddy party, so why in the world I couldn't laugh about it? But people was upset. They said that Oprah Winfrey and TD Jakes and them shouldn't have been laughing about the P. Diddy party. Because apparently there was a situation where they were talking about the P. Diddy stuff situation. Let's go here.
I've never been near a puff party. Never been near. And anybody who knows me knows if there is a party, I'm the first one out.
Right.
I'm the first one out.
I stopped by Puppy's house for 30 minutes to say happy birthday to him during the day at 2 o'clock with staff people. And out of that came a love affair and all kinds of stuff that I have never seen.
You too?
Yes. Yes. Now I'm almost 70 years old. What do I look like? And I am a grandfather. What do I look like at this late date? You know.
TD Jakes say I'm a granddaddy. Did y'all hear that? TD Jakes say I'm a granddaddy. What do I look like going and stopping at a P. Diddy party at this late stage of my life and career? What I look like? That don't even make sense. Why would I go to a P. Diddy party? Now I know because I talk about pimp preachers and I talk about preachers on this channel. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be able to say anything positive about no preacher. Y'all expect me to come and just beat up people every episode. Understand something. The truth is just the truth. The truth is just the truth. The truth is just the truth. I don't like a lot of stuff that TD Jakes do, but I also know I'm not going to be out here lying on the man. I'm not going to be out here saying, oh, the man was at a P. Diddy party, and he was in a thong holding on to a peach cobbler and all of that kind of stuff. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing any of that. Okay. But that doesn't mean I can't critique him for all of the other mess that he does. I don't understand why you can't have balance. Why situations have to be so extreme? Like we can't talk about things in a way to where we can talk about the things that are corrupt and bad, but we can also say, hey, he did good on this. Like, why can't I have balance? Why can't I, what is it that we can't have balance in our processes and in our thought processes when we speak about this stuff, right? And I mean, really, what does a man first of all, what was P. Diddy thinking at 50 years old, running around pouring baby oil on women and men? What did P. Diddy think that he was doing at this stage of life? Like, what did he think he was going to be able to do and get away with at this stage of life? He thought at 50 years old, he was still going to be able to keep oil and women down and these people down, and it wasn't going to come back to haunt him. How stupid could you be? And this is how you know he don't have no good friends. This is how you know people don't have good friends. This is how you know people just do not have good friends. Because to be honest with you, if you had good friends, you know darn well you should, first of all, your friends should tell you, don't you be going to no P. Diddy party. And if your friends love you, they be like, hey, it's time to go. Because the first thing you're going to hear from me was, as soon as I see some baby oil and I see something, oh, let me just tell you, I'm a grown man. I have been places and at parties And now I'm gonna be honest. When the shirts went off on the women, I stayed. Because the shirts went up and everything, you know. And some people got mad at the party. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm like, you got to be able to control your girl. If your girl wants to lift up her shirt and show all, or hey, I'm just standing here, like, you know, in the words of Carol Burnett, I'm just standing here. I'm just standing here. So, but then when people start unzipping their pants and taking down their boxers, let me tell you something. You see this church finger right here? This is what goes up right here. My church finger goes up. Excuse me, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Listen, I was at the where the Kodak Theater is in LA. No lie, this is a true story. I had so many stories I got. So I went to a swimsuit contest one night, right? So I'm at this swimsuit contest, and you know, we're judging the ladies in their swimsuits, right? And so I'm near the stage, and the girls are, you know, they're wearing their swimsuits, and we're judging. It's like a swimsuit contest. But at around and this was just so you know where I'm at. If you're familiar with LA and where the Kodak Theater is, at the very top level, there used to be a club up there, right? I don't know if it still is. It's been a long time for me. There was a club at the very tip top of this thing. So we're judging this swimsuit contest. I swear to you all, this is a true story. About a certain time of the night, now I had went to the balcony and got a drink, and I went to the balcony, and I was out on the balcony with some other friends. I got some friends who are in the movie business, whatever, blah blah blah. So we're out there having a cocktail, and I go back in after we had judged the swimsuit thing, and the whole club was full of bubbles, like bubble bath bubbles. I mean, from the floor up. So people is like, start taking off the clothes and all kinds of stuff. You know what I did? Excuse me, it's time for me to go. I'm out of here. I'm leaving. Excuse me. And don't even get it twisted. As I'm walking through the door, I'm like this. God bless you. And yes, all of the church in me comes out. Praise the Lord. I'm leaving. I'll be just like this. Praise the Lord. I'm leaving. God bless you. Let me get on up out of here. I don't begin all of that. I have that kind of stuff had happened while I've been in a particular party. Or absolutely. Stuff happens sometimes and you don't even know stuff is going to happen. Oh my God. I have been at house parties. And the next thing you know, you'd be like, okay, real talk. This is real talk. Why didn't you give that same answer in the Christmas morning worship service? Was different. I don't know what you're talking about, to be frank with you. Christmas morning worship service? What do you mean? I don't even know anything about a Christmas morning worship service. You would need to clarify for me so that I can understand what you're saying. Okay, because I literally don't know what you're talking about. But literally, I just put up my finger and tiptoe on out. And I tiptoe on it. I remember one time I was with a friend and we showed up at another friend's house. And this is a recording artist, was in a real famous group. We showed up to this person's house. And let me just say there were men and women. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Emmy, I hope I said your name right. And my other friend whispers in my ear. She says, Marcellus, you know what they was doing last night? I said, no, I don't know. She was like, count the women and count the men. I said, oh. So I started counting people. And then my other friend, she started calling them out. Like, y'all was doing this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, you be surprised what some of your friends be doing and you don't be knowing what these people be doing. I was like, oh, okay. Let me know. Don't let me come back over here, especially in no nighttime. You call me when it's day. Amen. Because I know some people, they have all kinds of thoughts about you, but y'all listen to me carefully. I be trying to protect this ear gate and this eye gate as much as I can. Okay, I'm just saying. But moving right along. But that's what Oprah and TD Jakes say. TD Jakes says, I'm a grandfather, and at 70 years old, I can't see TD Jakes in a thong holding on to a peach cobbler. And we need to be able to just call a thing, right? But some of my friends in the CFR, man, it's like I can't never change my opinion about nothing. And I can't never say nothing good about preachers. It's like everybody always expecting me to just go ham on everybody. I don't always go ham on everybody. Sometimes I just be talking and we just be having a conversation. Hey, Leah. Hey, G. Good to have you here. Hey, Leah. Well, Dante, whatever he did, I wasn't there. So all I know is TD Jakes made his little comments. He said what he said. Him and Oprah said they wasn't at no Diddy party. They came and they left. That's what he said. That's what he said. The man said he came and he left. He saw and he conquered. That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what he said.
I've never been near a puff party. Never been near. And anybody who knows me knows if there is a party, I'm the first one out.
Right.
I'm the first one out.
I stopped by Puppet's house for 30 minutes to say happy birthday to him during the day at 2 o'clock with staff people. And out of that came a love affair and all kinds of stuff that I have never seen.
You too?
Yes. Yes. Now I'm almost 70 years old. What do I look like? And I am a grandfather. What do I look like at this late day? You know.
And ain't nothing wrong with no thong, Leah. Nobody said thongs was wrong. Baby, I shot top. Because if you follow me on Instagram, what was that I posted the other day? I'm still trying to find this episode of Law and Order SVU. Because they show had the music, lady coming out the store, dun 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 dun, bow bow bow. I said, oh my goodness. I said, I don't think I ever seen that episode. But if you follow me on either on my Instagram or Facebook stories, I posted it the other day. Yes, I did. She was coming up out of there. And well, speaking of Diddy, you all, apparently he's complimenting the judge. He complimented the judge on his situation here. Apparently, P. Diddy complimented the judge while confirming he's not going to be testifying in his federal trial. I don't blame him, because if he testified in his federal trial, I think those prosecutors would eat him alive. No, Dante, I haven't seen anybody's live. I'll be honest, no. I'll try to catch up in the next couple of days. I've got my great niece. If you're just not joining me, I think I'm going to bring Nyla on tomorrow. We're going to do a thing where we ask an uncle or something, where I'll let Nyla ask me whatever kind of question she wants, and we'll have fun. She's a teenager, so I'll let Nyla come on here and ask her uncle whatever she wants to ask me tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes, y'all. That might be a little bit fun. But no, but I mean, if it's true, it's true. If these bishops are doing stuff, they're doing stuff. I mean, if you don't give these people nothing to talk about, it says Sean P. Diddy Combs spoke openly in the courthouse for the first time in weeks. In week 7, Diddy finally answered the burning question about him testifying. Amid giving confirmation, Combs also threw the judge a little compliment that came after the judge reserved his decision on a motion for acquittal on all charges. So there is a motion for acquittal. I don't think that motion is going to pass, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't think that's going to pass. He's pled not guilty, of course, to all the sex trafficking and all that other stuff. Y'all remember all of the charges that they have up against him. They got enough charges on P. Diddy to last for a whole lifetime. They did everything they could but to throw the kitchen sink at him. That's what I do know. They did everything they could, but throw the kitchen sink at him. That's all I know. And to be honest with you, it is what it is. I just want to send a shout out to all of you that are supporting the Mad Church Disease channel. We are coming to the close of our month, guys. And during this time, we typically ask for at least 10 of you guys to support the show when we do go live. The Cash App information is on the screen. If you want to be a blessing to the channel, please make sure that you do so. And if you are supporting by super sticker or super chat, please make sure you put a color on it. We appreciate that. So everything around here, but we just ask for at least 10 of you guys to do at least $10 and support the channel. So I appreciate every single one of you. And while you're doing that, just want to give you guys a little bit of updated information on all the stuff that we have. So much stuff coming up, but this will just give you some more information about the channel. So that way you guys will understand some stuff. Welcome to the Mad Church Disease channel, a channel dedicated to our forgotten brothers and sisters throughout the ages. Want to stay connected to me and the Mad Church Disease community? Well, then join our email community newsletter. Stay in the know with all the updates and fresh content that is created for this channel. It's time you join the private community for the revolutionary family, where we can talk and laugh all in a space that's safe with a no judgment zone. Connect with other members and build lasting friendships. The doors are now open. Want to stay connected and be notified each time I go live? Subscribe to the text community and be notified each time that we go live. Simply add your details for instant updates on all our lives. Are you a budding YouTuber or business professional who would like my thoughts on all things business related? Book a free 15-minute consultation where I can help with social media, YouTube, web design, and so much more. Book your consultation now and build your future. Get away from the rat race and build your business. All right, everybody. Thank you so very much. Yes, I am a content creator. I've been making YouTube content since 2007. So that was like, 2 years after YouTube started. I had like 3 channels. I done stopped and started channels. I've had more successful channels than most people have had channels. My first channel was a channel called Blaze Man 1. What a stupid name for a YouTube channel, but that was the name of the channel. And it's from way back in the day. But if you're a budding YouTuber and you like some help, you can reach out to me for a free consultation. I'll talk to you about the service that I have and the YouTube roundtable that I have with other content creators where we get together once a month. And this is where I give you guys some, hands-on tips and all kinds of tricks and things to help you grow your YouTube channel. And this is what I specialize in. If you guys are not aware, we grew so far this month, almost 500 new subscribers. If I wouldn't have taken a whole week off last week, we'd have probably had anywhere between 700 to 800 new subscribers on this channel. So if you guys are wanting to learn how to consistently grow your channel, you definitely want to go ahead and hit the link that's in the description below and get you a free consultation, and I can talk to you some more about what it is that we do. Also, if you're a content creator, you're going to need to be on the highest level of the membership of this channel. I'm going to be posting some videos on how to start a YouTube channel properly and how most people start their channel. They don't realize if you don't start the channel right from the beginning, it kind of hurts you. And I'm going to show you how to fix that problem. The first video I'm going to do is how to start a YouTube channel. I'm literally that's going to be the first video I post. So you guys will have that at the highest level of membership. And that'll probably hopefully I'll get done with that video by Friday. No later than next Monday, and it'll be inside of the membership area. So I'm excited about that because that's going to be really, really good for all of you guys. Shout out to all of you guys that are supporting the channel. If I could get at least 10 of you guys tonight to do that, that would be great. The Cash App information is on the screen. Y'all make sure y'all support the channel tonight because y'all know I've been gone for 4 or 5 days, almost a week. So we do appreciate every single one of you that is supporting the channel. All right, y'all, let's move right on along here. Where we at? All right, everybody, let's talk a little bit about apparently, Jimmy Swaggart suffered a major heart attack the other day. And they were soliciting prayers. From what I understand, he's like 90 something years old. So he's lived a very, very long life, you guys. And, God bless, Jimmy Swaggart. I hope he does well. I don't agree with a lot of his theology. I don't agree with a lot of the mean racist things that he says. I hope that when he stands before God, that the love of God will wash over him like a warm washcloth, so that he can realize a lot of this mess that he done preached for years and years and years was full of malarkey. That's just my humble opinion. For many of you that may not remember, he went down in scandal many, many years ago, but he owned millions of dollars of real estate. He started a Christian television station of his own. I forget what the name of it was called. It might have been called SBA somewhere. I forget what it was called. Wings of a Dove, or anything, whatever these people call stuff. But he started his own network, and that's what really kept him afloat. He sold a lot of the property that was adjacent to the church, and that's how he's been able to stay in business for so long, guys. And he's never gone off TV. That's what people don't understand. TV for most of these people is where the money's at, because once you get on TV and you get famous, little grandmas and little granddads in the South, they're watching you, and they're doing all of that stuff, and watching you and so forth. So, and that's how they're able to do that kind of stuff. So, yeah. But if I'm gonna be really honest, I just wanted to let you know, he is soliciting everybody's prayers. So y'all make sure y'all pray for, forgive me for I have sinned, my Lord. Y'all remember he looked at the camera, he was crying, buckled out. Now, here's the funny thing. Do y'all not realize at the time that he did his scandal, he was exposing another preacher, and they turned around and exposed him at the same time? He was exposing another preacher at the same time. Excuse me. Oh, my Lord, I have sinned against you, my Lord. Y'all remember? My Lord. I remember this so vividly. It's so funny to me. Y'all forgive me. Oh, I've sinned against you, my Lord. I'll never forget it as long as I live. I said, this joker, and he didn't do it once, he did it twice. He has a thing about them hookers. Yes, he did. He had a thing about them hookers, boy. He had a thing about them hookers. And they exposed him twice. I'm just saying, just for the sake of the conversation, they exposed him twice. Hey. Oh my God, Sean. The man gave everybody trouble, because wasn't nobody going to heaven but him. And I'm going to actually be working on a documentary where I combine that clip from him. Oh my Lord. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I've been working on this, not really working on it, but I've been kind of compiling all the videos that I want to include in this one documentary I'm going to make. And hopefully you guys will really support that video when I make it, because that's going to be top tier, top quality content. So I can't wait for that. When that documentary hits, I hope everybody will share it. So I hope that one gets shared a lot. Somebody saying he wanted one hooker daughter too. She was a minor. Asking, wow. Yeah, he loved them hookers. Just like they say some of these other preachers online, like they transgender. I ain't gonna say no names. Folks is talking about folks in transgenders. I say, Lord, these preachers be knowing they got all kind of proclivities and be hurling insults at other people. I'd be like, wow. Couple of new things too that I wanted to share with you guys. Anybody know anything about the Newsboys? Y'all know about the Newsboys? This is a gospel group. It's more like this in the CCM kind of niche, but their lead singer has been caught in a big old scandal. So, and his name is Michael Tate. And I listed the stuff on the community wall about the Michael Tate scandal and all the stuff that he came with. But how about the label done dropped the whole group? Isn't that messed up? That one of you guys can make a mistake, and the next thing you know, the label drops the whole group. So now they're going to have to form like a whole nother group in order to make any money. Isn't that a mess? Daryl says hookers save lives. That's funny. And I know, Daryl, we got you on tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow. Me and Nyla will be live tomorrow too. And I wish I had Lynn's cash out right now. I need to send Lynn my birthday money. Yeah, I know. DC Talk was a good group too. DC Talk was a good group. Well, apparently the Newsboys have been dropped by the label. So the label done dropped him. Because he got some SH allegations against the former lead singer. That's the crazy part. Like one of the other people does some shady stuff, but we lose our contract. We lose our contract because you ain't no good. Isn't that crazy? And if they do have two of them, I don't know, because once I get ready to do all my research in the next couple of days, I'll find out. Trust me, I'll find out. That way I can give you a more succinct story on this. But yeah, they got dropped by the label. I find that to be very interesting too. That's crazy. That's so crazy to me. That's super crazy. And check this out. Okay, y'all remember Robert Morris, right? The guy that I told you that he was going to probably end up winning his case. First of all, the church has laid off staff talking about they can't afford, the tithing is down and all this stuff because they don't want to pay Robert Morris all that money that they owe him, right? So the pastor, New Life Church, one of the churches that's inside their little, Reformation or whatever. New Life Church asked Brady Boyd to resign, says he lied about the Robert Morris abuse scandal. The man you see on the screen, he knew all about Robert Morris and Cindy Clemenshire, and he lied about it. And it's coming out in the court documents every single day that these people just kept lying and lying and lying and lying. And all of these preachers that said, oh, we didn't know, Robert Morris didn't tell us anything, they was all lying. Robert Morris had told these people for years that what he had done with that young girl. He had told them people what he had done. And those people act like nothing, like some was the problem, he was the problem and all of that. He had told them people everything he had done. And so now they're asking him to resign because he done lied and they done found out that he lied about it. So yeah. And we'll be getting into some more about that story too here in the near future. Don't worry. Trust me, I got you. This is me just kind of getting myself back up on the horse here. Yeah. You're correct, Lori. And I saw the Roy's report? Julie Roy's over there. I had saw a video that she had done on this particular subject as well. I think it was another video that I saw too, but a lot of people are reporting on it. Some of these stories I don't report on, and the reason why I don't report on them, number one, because they bore me half to death. That's number one. And thank you, Uncle Fred, for putting that in there. I appreciate that. So ladies and gentlemen, the other day too, we missed Lynn. We kind of mentioned Lynn's birthday. As a matter of fact, let me write this down. I gotta write this down. Let me write this down because I was supposed to send her my money and I didn't even do it yet. Lynn is a moderator on the channel. I definitely try to support all the moderators. Make sure that you please, if you can, just be a blessing to Lynn. Her birthday was, I think, a day or two ago, but we kind of, I've been off. And so I need for you guys to support the channel. And if you're supporting the channel, I'll make sure that whatever you guys send tonight, some of the support that you guys send to me tonight, I will go ahead and forward it over to Lynn and give Lynn some support as well. So y'all go ahead and support the channel. That information is on the screen. So y'all support Demand Church's East channel. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. But that's Lynn's cash up because I meant to put that up the other. I did put it up the other day, but I need to send my support because I haven't done it yet. All right, and I'll do that when I get off of here. But thank you, Fred Samuel, for putting that up. I appreciate that. All right, you all. Let me move on from this story. But yeah, and Ted Haggart's, that whole Ted Haggart. Y'all know Ted Haggart went to school with Carlton Pearson. If y'all didn't know that, they were classmates or roommates, I think, in college. So yeah, if you didn't know that, now you know. Okay. So yeah. So what I'm gonna just so that I can reiterate a couple of things for you. I'm gonna probably go live tomorrow with my great niece. We're gonna do something that I wanted to do during Christmas that I wasn't able to do. She's here with me, and her and I are gonna go live, and we're gonna talk about, just have a little fun conversation with ask your uncle, ask your niece, whatever. We'll do something. We'll do something together. Okay. So I appreciate you guys being on the live, and I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Thank every single one of you. Also, I'm going to be doing my monthly updates. I'm going to start that whole process of giving you guys an update on the channel and how the channel is doing as members, because I want you guys to know that. So if you're supporting the channel, I'm definitely going to be doing that. All right. Now, I'm going to stop the live now, you guys. I'm probably going to schedule a behind the scenes live so that we can kind of talk a little bit more off the cuff. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all do that. Shout out to all of you that are supporting the Mad Church Disease channel. I really do appreciate it. Shout out to every single one of you. You guys, you can look for the link that's in the description below. If you want to support the channel, you can support the channel by Cash App, reaching out to Cash App at madchurchdisease.com. That is the information that is on the screen now. A little bit larger so you guys can see that. That's how you can support the channel. Shout out to all of the members. I appreciate everyone that's sticking out with the membership. Thank y'all so much. We're going to start our Reimagining Church series on Sunday night. Our book club, we're going to go into our first session on Sunday evening. So you guys be ready for that. And can you guys give me some ideas for where do you take a teenager to hang out? Like, what do you do with a teenager? Because I don't know. Oh, we got another interview, Daryl? You got to be kidding. Well, hold on, Daryl. Let me do this. I'm gonna drop this link. This link is for Daryl only. Daryl, I'm gonna drop this link for you, so you can come up here and give me a little bit about it. What's up, Jesus? Oh, you know what? Old school heart, good idea. Because we gotta that's where I'm going. That's exactly where I'm going. Oh, yes, indeedy. Thank you. You just reminded me of a spot. That is thank you so much. That was perfect. I put that up there for you, Daryl, if you can. So yeah, I'm gonna take her to the mall, Lord, but that means I'll be the one spending the money, and I ain't got it like that, y'all. I ain't got it like that. I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't got no money to be. Yeah, roller skating, ice skating. I don't even know if Nyla knows how to roller skate. We can ask her tomorrow. Let's see what she says. Let's see what she says, because I don't even know if Nyla can. I can ice skate. I used to be able to, but Daryl, I pinned the link for you. That link is dropped for Daryl. But you're welcome, Daryl, to come up here and talk about that darn interview, because I don't know nothing about it. What happened?
What's going on, sir?
What's up?
Yeah, man. So remember our special friend Dion? A few nights back was talking about Wooten's son-in-law. So
right.
he ended up doing an interview, and it's on YouTube with Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, and bruh, that's your family over in North Carolina. I'm just blown away. Just the level of ignorance. Bruh had on his 47 hat and was just like blaming people for his loss, talking about, he's a full born again Christian, unapologetic, right. not afraid to tell the truth. Not one time did he or the interviewer discuss, the controversy surrounding him. Not once did they ask him about his views on being a black Nazi, according to him. Not once did they talk about what he said on the pulpit in promoting violence against the LGBTQ community, against the trans community, wow. and how that is biblical. And I think it was embarrassing, because right. we already know Mark Robinson is a nut. There's no denying it. I've been saying it for months since the whole situation. He's been kind of quiet ever since he got lost and kicked out his seat. But, it's just, we definitely need to have a serious conversation. I believe St. James talked about it on his telecast about the rising of Christian nationalism creeping in the Black church.
But you know what? It's always been there. I think the only thing is with social media now is highlighting it more than they ever have. Most of the Black preachers in America have conservative, I'm talking about the Black ones, in my opinion, white nationalist ideology. That's my opinion. They think just like the white Christians in America. I'm being totally honest.
Oh,
you name it. If they're a Black preacher who is popular, who is in the mainstream, 9 times out of 10, has that same evangelical white spin on. And I hate to become so militant in the way that I speak about this, because what's the word? I think I'm becoming more Afrocentric in my theology. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I am really like Dr. Cone, so many other Black theologians, and I don't understand why we can't, how do I put this so I don't offend anybody? Let me say this. I don't understand why we have to not be able to accept exceptional Black theologians in our community. We have our own theologians. We have our own individuals who specialize in certain areas of theology, systematic theology, and other sorts of things, hermeneutics, etc. And for some odd reason, we always lean toward the white evangelical viewpoint a lot of times, instead of really listening to other people who are well educated and can speak on those things. So that's why I said, I don't think we're serving the same Jesus. I done said this, Daryl, a million times. I am definitely leaning toward a Black, you can call it liberation theology, if that's what you want to call it. I'm sort of leaning in that direction more as I get older, because I really feel like it helps our culture, our people understand and see God in a different light that is not somewhat limited by this evangelical crap.
Yeah.
And that's just me, because a lot of these, like, I have some documentaries that I watched while I was on my break. Let me tell you something. These Southern Baptists are some racist sons of guns. Let me tell you.
Oh, I believe it. And it's just, I grew up around Afrocentric, Black churches in Detroit. Right. They all around us. So, this is not uncommon to me. What is uncommon to me is just the lack of knowledge that has just crept up. You talked about the Baptists, signing on with Target, and even, Kojic was involved in that as well. No one's talking about it because they're keeping it hush.
But I thought they said they didn't take the money. Did they take the money?
I think Roland said they took the money. He was on. Jesus. Yeah, I think I could be wrong. But the last time I checked, they were included in that $300,000 check that
they had to split the $300,000 with the Kojic?
Oh yeah, they split it. That's why Roland and Jamal was all upset, because it's like, I would have wrote a check for y'all if y'all needed that type of money. They had to split $300K like 4 ways. So it was like $75K per organization.
Now let me come back to you in just a second. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I realize I have almost 200. I have over 200 and almost 40 of y'all in this chat. Can y'all please hit the like button and get me to 150 likes before we continue this conversation?
I'll be right back. I'm going to switch out to my laptop.
That's fine. Go. That's fine. Y'all don't normally treat me this bad. What's wrong with y'all? What y'all doing today? Did I offend you? I know I got some Bush people, but come on, y'all. Could y'all please hit the like button? I would really appreciate it. What's going on? Moni says 75,000 each. Say what now? Come on. Okay. And then y'all mad at me. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me sit up. Let me sit up. And then y'all get mad at me for saying stuff like, if we as Black people are going to come together, I don't ever want to hear no other black person tell me that black people can't come together, because when we're supposed to come together, you got black people out here talking about, well, I still go to Target and I need to go get my candles. I saw some of what Jamal said, Moni, but I've been trying to, rest and stay off of these computers. I'm waiting on my anti-glare screen thing for this computer, my screen on the left here. Can we get to at least 150 likes? I'm asking for 150. Can y'all please get me to 150 likes? And Lynn, I will be sending over my offering when this live is over. I had Uncle Fred put up your Cash App earlier. As a matter of fact, while we're waiting on Daryl, maybe I can put it up there again. Hold on, let me put this up here again. I believe this is the correct one. I believe this is the correct one, you guys. Lynn, just make sure I'm spelling that right. This is the correct one for Lynn. So if you guys want to support Lynn for her birthday, you guys can click on that. Not click on it, but you guys can support. That's the Cash App for you guys to do that. But yeah, that's Lynn's Cash App, because we kind of miss Lynn's birthday. So, but if you guys send some support to the Mad Churches East channel tonight, I'm gonna send Lynn some stuff over there as well. And Daryl, we talked about Daryl's birthday, Lynn. We know his birthday's tomorrow, and we'll be talking about Daryl's stuff on tomorrow. Now, let me just say this about Target, if I may. Let me say this about Target. Daryl, I'm frustrated with these new Negroes. I don't know if it's the fact that we've gotten so comfortable with the freedoms that so many of our folks that came before us worked so hard for and died for, that we're just so comfortable in this freedom that we just dismiss every single thing when it comes time to sort of, lace up our bootstraps and really focus and come together as a group of people. It's very frustrating to me. I had to leave Regina's program yesterday or the day before when she was talking about Target and this whole thing, because people have this, they have these two opinions. Well, some people are like, well, I don't know. We have to remain loving and kind to one another because we're Christians. And if we want to respect the black people that still want to go to Target, because that's their right to go to Target. And I'm sitting over here like, no, you new Negroes, it's an absolute no for me.
It's kind of embarrassing now. And it's going back to, we were talking about the money. And I was talking with my best friend, about, I don't know what's going on within the black community where we're now become so pessimistic and contrarian to certain things. And I'm gonna go around the block a little bit and come back to
right.
what we discussed. But we had a long talk. The comedian Amanda Seals.
Right.
She made a statement a few days ago. I was talking about like, well, can somebody tell me what President Obama actually did to help black people? And I talked to my friend because she likes her, and I'm like, this is why I don't rock with this chick. Because one, she knows what she's doing. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not even going to waste my time talking about the things that President Obama. You can literally go to the library. Google it. Google what President Obama did to support people of color in this country, and there's a whole listing there. Right. It's the fact that you're using your platform to cause chaos or confusion. That's what irritates me, and that's what I'm seeing here in the black church. This whole situation in the last couple of weeks, prophets against prophets. Ministers shacking up. There's a stuff when I was a kid, you didn't have conversations about ministers that are knowingly known around the country for sleeping around and still being on the pulpit. Like it didn't happen. And I think like the more that we become contrarian, because we are seeing complacency in the church, we are seeing a lack of knowledge coming out of the church. We're seeing a lack of hermeneutics, theological studying within our word, within our phrases, and it's becoming more and more prevalent. And because of that, we are not. We are easily conformed. We are easily misconstrued, and we are so chaotic that we second guess everything.
Right.
This, I said it a few months back on your telecast. What Jamal Bryant is doing is fundamental one-on-one civil rights movement. Go back and look at the Montgomery bus boycott. It's exactly what we're doing with Target.
Oh, I brought that up, and you know what?
It's exactly what we're doing with Target.
I bought the bus boycott up, and they told me some of the black people still rode the bus. I said, well, they probably didn't ride it very long.
No,
because them other black people would have probably kicked their behind or snatched them up off of that bus. There wasn't a whole bunch of people on them buses. I'm just saying.
The last thing that Dr. King did before he was assassinated, he was supporting the strike against the sanitation workers for equal pay. Hang on, right here. This is a picture of my grandfather right here, the tall brother right here. They're representing Chrysler at the March on Washington.
Wow.
In 19, this is one of the oldest pictures I have. It's my granddad. He's representing Chrysler at the March on Washington. Why? Wow. Because they were fighting for equal pay as workers in the UAW. Because just because they were black and they were in a union didn't mean they were equally paid. Right. That's the whole. So all of this stuff about movement, oh, this is ungodly. This ain't biblical. That's a lot. First of all, let's talk about Moses. What is Moses doing? He's protesting Pharaoh.
Right.
What is, you know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing though, Daryl, there's so many things in the Bible that in our society today that we do that's not biblical. Having that type of a conversation to me is ridiculous. Talking about, the boycotting Target isn't biblical. Hello, are you kidding? It's very biblical. If you ask me, but that's just me. But I know some other people, you got to have your scented candles, and you get your version of candles from Target, and you can't get it from nowhere else. Okay.
What you doing with scented candles and burning sage in your house and you're a child of God? Right. Come on, that's a whole nother conversation. I had to get one of my buddies when we were doing Bible study a few years back, and she's like, "Oh, I need crystals in my house." I said, "Aren't you a child of God?" Oh yeah, but I just need energy. I said, "You were baptized and filled with the Holy Ghost. What the heck do you mean you need energy?"
But we're mixing and mingling so many things. Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, Daryl. It's gotten me to the point and to the place to where that's why I keep tell everybody Jesus plus nothing equals everything. If I just try to make Christ the central focus, and all of this other stuff, when you hear these people talking about tarot cards, they talking about crystals, they talking about cauldrons, they mixing spells, they got little witches pots and things in their room, and the stuff that are coming out of these people's mouths is just like wow.
Let's be real, Miss Marshall. It's been going on for a decade. Remember the healing waters that Wayne T. Jackson was passing around, and those prayer cloths, and it's just like, what is this? This is gimmicks.
Absolutely.
This has nothing to do with the word of God. And going around buses a little bit, but going back to the Target thing. First of all, not only is the Target strike working, it has came out that they have lost, their sales have been down 38%.
Oh yeah, they lost billions of dollars. They've lost billions of dollars. I had the statistics the other day. Where's my statistic? Oh, it's in my email. Because Jamal, I signed up for the email list, so they send me all the little updates. Yeah, he sent out an email not too long ago. He actually broke it down and showed you how much money they're losing and how much money they've lost since we've been doing this boycott. And I have no plans. And then for those of you that are saying things like, oh, well, other stores are doing the same thing. We're not talking about other stores right now. We're talking about Target. We're
talking about the reason that we're doing this is because Target was the first major corporate brand.
Right.
To talk about DEI, to talk about equity in Black neighborhoods, because George Floyd happened on their doorstep in Minneapolis, Minnesota, which is where Target is headquartered at. That's what I'm talking about understanding and reading and researching and understanding what the importance of this strike is.
Right.
And this is the first time that they openly said, like, yeah, we are down because of this strike. And I think instead of talking about Jamal, we need to be giving this brother some credit. I said it openly. I don't like Jamal. Jamal has done some things that are just shady.
Right.
Back
He
in
was
the
my
day,
Instagram pastor. Him
yeah,
and Dr. Terry.
absolutely.
Yeah, they my Instagram pastors.
And let's not forget his ex-wife is on Housewives of Potomac acting a hot mess, you know, and all that stuff.
Right.
But the fundamental thing that he's bringing to the forefront, this is basic civil rights 101.
Right.
He's doing
Right.
something that, quite frankly, Al Sharpton should be doing right now. And he's
Well, my
not.
thing is this, though, Daryl. If you're not going to stand with Target, what are you going to stand for?
That's the question that I'm
That's the
asking.
question. Like, what
That's
are
the
you going to
question.
stand for?
And yes, we're supposed to be meek and humble, but we ain't no pushovers, bro.
Right.
Christians are not pushovers.
Correct.
Like
Correct.
we're gonna cut this out, even with some of the platforms that I listen to, and I'm just like, these young ministers like, oh well, it's just not that necessary. You don't know what you're talking about, and if you don't want to fight, that's fine with you. But don't use the word to exploit your fears.
Correct.
That's where I'm frustrated.
Well,
and angry.
I think first of all, like you said earlier, we're biblically illiterate. That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, I hear vloggers repeating stuff just because they've always been taught it. And you can't give them a new theory or a new thought, because the moment you give them a new theory or new thought, then you're a heretic, but you ain't studied nothing. You understand? That's the thing that gets me. You calling other people heretics, but you ain't studied nothing. That's the one thing that drives me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Lynn is correct, because two things can be true at the same time. I say that all the time. It doesn't have to be an either or. It can be a both and. I don't know why we always have to be so emphatic about one thing when we can actually be balanced in that whole situation. Now, when it comes to Target, me personally, I have not been into a Target since Jamal and these folks. Even before that, I wasn't going to Target. And I'll be honest, what I was getting from Target are my air fresheners. I like going to Target to get my air fresheners or some soap and deodorant. I go to Target for soap and deodorant. I don't really go to Target for clothes. I don't go to Target for like electronics. I mean, I don't go to Target for nothing. So it wasn't a big deal for me not to go. Now, if you go into Target to grocery shop, okay, I might give you some, but to be honest, if you go into Target, the grocery shop, you getting ripped off anyway. I'm just saying.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you're doing,
you're better off supporting your local small business than a major Fortune 500 company. Yeah.
You getting ripped off. If you go into Target shop, you're getting ripped off. But yeah, and I totally, Daryl, respect what you're saying, and I know people are not going to like my take on this Target situation, because I've watched some other videos, and I don't care. You have your thoughts, I have mine. I just think it is a dismantling of African Americans and what we're trying to do when we have other Black people who are standing in the way of trying to create a progressive and be in a progress situation. You are literally hurting and damaging what is being done by talking so foolishly. Now, here's the thing. If you're not going to shop at Target, or you're going to shop at Target and you're going to continue to do so, just close your mouth.
Yes, be quiet.
Just shut up.
Just be quiet. Yeah. Don't interject. If this is not bothering you and you're like, I'm going to do what I want to do, then we don't want to hear your mouth.
Right.
Do what you want to do and keep moving.
I know I don't. I don't. And if you come out talking to me with that hoo-la la stuff, like, oh, we can all go to Target and we can do this, and guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look at you with a whole lot of suspicion. Something is wrong with you, because you're working against your own people who are trying to create some level of progress. And I know y'all hate Monique, but see, this is the thing that I was telling y'all about Monique the actor, because I know all y'all got y'all thoughts on Monique. Regardless of what y'all say, Monique was fighting for equal pay for women. She was trying to say that she wasn't being paid properly as a Black woman. And then when I was out there fighting for Monique, even though everybody, we had that little kerfuffle over here, talking about somebody don't support Black women. When I was the Lone Ranger over here going supporting Monique, and I still support Monique to this day, I was trying to get y'all to see she's fighting for something for Black women and for women, period. And exactly. It's the same way with Target. I'm sorry, I know I went on.
No, I agree with you 100%.
It makes me mad.
It's frustrating. It's really frustrating.
That's why I left. I left that. I'm sorry. I love Regina, but I left. When she did her show the other day on that, I said, oh, I'm out of here, because I was getting hot. When I tell you I was getting mad and up in that chat, I said, oh, it's time for me to go.
Yeah. And going back to the statement of like the podcast interview with Mark Robinson, the thing that makes me upset, and I've been talking about this for pretty much since I've been on your spot a couple of
Right.
times about Bishop Wooten. My problem with his son-in-law is that y'all are so judgmental and that you are not even biblically sound in your teaching. You don't use the Bible in your teaching. You use your platform for rhetoric and
Right.
garbage.
Right.
And you prop up this man, this ignorant individual that was this close to being the governor of a progressive state like North Carolina. And you know, this is your state. You know the history. And for him, it was a slap in the face of the history of Robert F. Williams, the Deacons of Defense,
Right.
Dr. King, the Greensboro Six, those people that fought for rights that black people in that state still have to this day. And
Right.
you prop up this coon. I'm gonna say it. I don't use
Correct.
it. Prop up this coon who's speaking garbage, who's talking about anti-Semitism as a black man.
Right.
In the history of the Jewish community that support people of color. You talking about you a black Nazi. Didn't even talk about the fact that he all against gay, he doesn't believe in gay rights and all this.
Right,
you
right.
going to a porno store with a box of pizza, eating porno and doing group chats and all that. Never brought that up, but you call yourself a child of God and judging folks.
Right, right.
Like that's the stuff that irritates me. It's
But
frustrating.
it's the double-mindedness. Well, it's the
Yes.
same way when you look at and I hate to bring this up, but it's so fitting. When you look at Brian Karn and all of these preachers that get caught in these sex scandals, now listen, Daryl, this is real talk, and I can't wait to do my docu-series on Brian Karn. I don't understand how people could sit under a teaching of Brian Karn telling you to live holy. How's Brian Karn gonna come and open up the scripture and tell you to live a holy life? And you sit there and you listen and you don't have no pushback to that at all.
This man, a few months back, talked about anybody that has a rose toy.
Right. Oh, I remember.
In their house is conducting sin. Stop right there. This man who has multiple allegations against him from not just people in his flock, ministers,
correct,
and bishops,
and their wives.
It's sitting there and casting aspersions like this. We got some prayer this year.
Well, but you know what? I look at it like this. I'm gonna be honest with you, Daryl. I look at it like this. It's a joke.
It is.
It's a total joke. When I see Brian Karn now, when he comes up through the social media, I fall out laughing. And I just shake my head going, if you're dumb enough to give Brian Karn your money and you're dumb enough to support that dude, then that's on you. It's the same way I look at Dr. Dingleberry and Dr. Scrotum Sniffer and all these people, and they're one and the same, Dingleberry and Scrotum Sniffer. When I look at him, if you give him your money, that's on you, you dummy. He done did everything he could prove to tell you. He done picked lobsters in his backyard. He done these people done took all your money. They done told you the bull and the bear. They done did all of this kind of stuff. And if you
don't even know what that means, don't even know what the bull and the bear means. But you sitting there talking about, I'm gonna tell you about the bull and the bear.
Right.
I spell bull.
Exactly. And can't tell you about
stocks and trades and you better be glad there was no FCC investigator watching your platforms, because they could have easily investigated you for insider trading.
And maybe you know what we'll do, Daryl, when I get to take a look at the video. If they don't take it down, maybe we'll do some commentary. You and I will pull the video up. But maybe, hopefully, but maybe by the end of the week or maybe next week sometime, we'll do a commentary to the whole video and we'll break down what they say. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, this is gonna make a whole lot of people mad. Wooten is a coon to me too.
Absolutely. I don't want to say it because I'm trying to respect the man's title, but the clown is working my nerves.
Yeah, he's a coon. He's an absolute coon.
and I keep saying this. I talk to my Kojic buddies. I'm like, if this general board don't get this dude in the meeting and get him together, because this is getting out of hand.
Yeah, they're not. And he was running for something the last time he lost.
Trying to run for the general board.
Huh?
The last convocation. didn't get no votes.
Yeah. Well,
No
I
votes.
listen. To me, he's like a cartoon character. And if anybody over there in Kojic is voting for him, shame on y'all.
Y'all
And
need to
there's so
shame
many.
yourself.
Yeah, there's so many scandals and stuff going on. I can't even keep up with all of this stuff. But
Yeah.
Daryl, I appreciate you coming up.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much. And
Hey,
we're gonna get,
Marcellus,
yes.
one more thing before you go. I want to put this announcement out here. So I never said this openly, but I work for NPR,
Okay.
National Public Radio. And if you guys have been watching the news, Congress has passed a bill right now that is going to the Senate tomorrow that is potentially going to shut down the Corporation of Public Broadcasting, which would eliminate funding for PBS and NPR. This is the first time this has ever happened in 55 years of existence.
Mm-hmm.
So if you all on the chat that supports PBS, that have grown up watching Sesame Street, reading Rainbow, listen to NPR, this is the first time ever that there's a potential that we will come at a time where we do not have that on the air.
Okay.
And this is something that I usually don't do this, but like if you guys support public media, find your local NPR or PBS station and donate to support them today. I just did a fund drive for my network, so just want to open that up and just.
So are they just doing it on a local level? They're not doing it on a national level?
It's a national level. National level.
Well, I used to raise money for PBS, believe it or not. That was in Burbank. I used to do it in Burbank, California. Now, before I go, let me explain to y'all what's happening. And I saw this years ago happening. Most of your liberal, free-thinking individuals, a lot of them are funded and allowed to be on the NPR networks, right?
Correct.
Now, the Republicans, I saw this happening years ago, and I tried to tell everybody that this was happening. They did this whole thing about trying to defund NPR and the free public access broadcasting networks. You know, they've been trying to do this for a long time. And then in California, what they started doing is they started putting like Rush Limbaugh and all of these other people on the public channels to combat some of the liberal stuff that was going on, right? Even though the Republicans had way more money and could be on the FM stations and all of that, because most of these NPR stations and stuff was on the AM. They weren't on the FM radio, right? Like people like Randy Rhodes, and some of these people, y'all may not even know who these people are. But I saw this happening years ago. This has been a strategic plan of theirs for at least probably the last 10 years. And see, this is the thing about Democrats, liberals, and all these folks. They are so short-sighted that they're so short-sighted. They don't think long game. You know, it's just, you know, and we're reactionary. And I say we, I don't really, because I'm not a Democrat. I am an independent. Democrats are reactionary. They wait for something to happen. And then it's like, oh my God, all the NPR stations, they're trying to get rid. We told you this years ago. We told you this years ago. You all should have been working 10 years ago to make sure that they would not going to be able to do that. Or you should have got it funded, so funded that when Obama was in office, that they would not have been able to do what they're trying to do right now. Now, let me tell you, Daryl, just not to go here, but since you brought it up, if they're able, which I'll be honest with you, if this is going to the Senate, they have the House and the Senate, so it's going to pass.
Yeah.
It's going to pass.
The thing is, we're hearing talks that the Senate is a little bit tricky because they don't want to be the Senate that takes Big Bird off of public television. So that's the thing that is getting pushed around. So it may be contested, but even if it's contested, if the Senate doesn't want to vote on it, then it goes back to the House. And so it's this long game that the Republicans are playing.
Well, if they're going to toss it around, they have 3 years to toss it around. And that's not, y'all need to keep in mind, we're still in the first year of this guy's presidency. I had to catch myself. We still got 3 more years of this to go.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And so you all need to buckle in and y'all need to listen to what I told y'all before. I told y'all the 3 things that you needed to be focused on. Got to focus on your health. You got to focus on your wealth, and you got to focus on watching them dogs, them people that are around you. You got to listen to how people are talking around you in this season of your life, because what's about to transpire, if you're going to make it through, you got to be really listening, because some people that are around you ain't for you.
Mm-mm.
You need to pay attention. I'm just telling you. These people ain't everybody that's around you is not for you. But I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there.
So I just wanted to make that announcement. If you guys want to learn more, go to www.protectmypublicmedia.org, and it has a
Okay, hold
listing
on.
of all the NPR stations around the country, all the PBR stations. mypublicmedia.org.
Oh my God. See, first of all, they need to stop doing all of this long media.org. That was too darn long, and most people are not going to type that in.
Exactly.
That's too long. But I will work on this, and then we'll talk some more about that coming up here soon, you guys. Honestly, what's going to end up happening, Daryl? Kind of what I think is going to happen. NPR, PBS, and all of that. They need to develop an app that you have to pay a subscription to. I'm just going to keep it 100. I don't
That's
know
what it's
what
leaning towards. That's what it's leaning towards.
because if you pay $2.99 or $4.99 and you got millions of people giving you the $4.99, because I'll support them on the app as long as they made the shows and stuff available for me on my phone, or I could download an app on my TV, a PBS app on my television. They would get my $4.99 or whatever. Now, what they need to figure out is what their complete operating budget is, and what kind of subscription fee that they need to charge for that, and then they need to do that. They really do need to do that. And I will go ahead.
That's what they're leaning towards. But the thing about it is, it eliminates free radio and free media. That's the issue.
But
and
that's what they want. They've been wanting that for years.
Yeah, that's what they want. But and even right now, like Sesame Street just signed an exclusive deal with Netflix so that they can move the programming of Sesame Street from PBS to Netflix. So the first time in over 56 years that Sesame's been on the air, you're gonna have to pay to watch Elmo and Big Bird. That's never that goes against the history of Sesame Street and why it was created in the first place. So
well, I'm mad at Jim Henson for selling all his stuff to Sesame Street anyway, but to the Disney company anyway. But that's just me, because I'm a big Muppets fan. If y'all didn't know that, I love me some Muppets. I've always been a big Muppet fan, so that's a fun fact about me that y'all maybe you didn't know. I love the Muppets. Miss Piggy and Kermit, those are some of my favorite. Man, let me tell you something. If I can sit around and watch a good Muppet movie, like I don't know if you guys ever saw that X-rated Muppet thing that they did. Did you all see the Muppet movie that they made? It was a real spicy one. What was the name of that Muppet movie? Hold on. I'm so goofy. Wait a minute. Let me find it. What was it? Hold on. Let me see. If y'all never saw this Muppet, what was the name of that Muppet movie? What was the name? Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. It was like Muppets After Dark. What was the name of it? Oh, it was the Happy Time Murders. If you guys never saw that, it has Jenny McCarthy in there.
Oh yeah. I know.
Let me tell you, that movie had me busting up. I love me a good Muppet movie, and that thing was hilarious. But it was just funny to me. But it was really made for adults, right? And so I was like, okay, this is really funny. I don't know. I think they even got in trouble for making that. But it was so funny. But anyway, we should be supporting public television. And I think the way things are going in the world now, if you support it, you're going to have to pay for it. If you love it, you're going to have to pay for it. Because they're going to be all sorts of things. And if you are a content creator, listen to me carefully. You need to own your content. You need to categorize your content, and you need to make sure that whether a platform goes or stays, you'll be able to transition all of your content from one platform to the other. You need to have your stuff organized and in place, because let me tell you something. You cannot depend on any platform to make sure that you make your money and that you get paid to pay your bills and all your stuff. You don't need to put all your eggs in one basket. You need to spread your stuff out. There's two, and I'm going to talk some more about that on this channel too, but that's stuff you guys need to think about. So that is wonderful. Old School Heart says PBS has an app, but the thing about PBS too, and the reason why, and see, I didn't even know that PBS needs to, I don't have regular TV anymore, so I don't really watch PBS like that. So they need to really get the word out, do a better job of getting the word out. So I'll look for the PBS app tonight, actually. it wasn't really fully X-rated, Lynn. It was more comedic, but trust me, it was kind of well, it wasn't X-rated. It was kind of, but it was funny. There were certain things that were said in the movie that, you know, it wasn't for kids. I'll just put it that way. And they kind of simulated some things, some scenes, but it was hilarious. If you're a Muppet fan, you would have loved it. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. Sean says people don't even know PBS is still on.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many people's careers started on PBS?
So many.
Luther Vandross started on PBS. Did y'all know that?
Mm-hmm.
Singing jingles and doing all of that stuff. He was on PBS. He was on Sesame Street. A lot of people don't know that, and you know, but I love those folks. But we'll work on that.
Holly Robinson's dad was the original Gordon on Sesame Street.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
He helped create it, and then he left to work with Bill Cosby to help create the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
So a little history there.
Yeah, that's great. That's phenomenal. All right, you all. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Please make sure you support Lynn. Her Cash App information is on the screen. Make sure y'all show Lynn some love. Listen, if everybody tonight just sends Lynn $5 or $7, you can send an $8.88 if you want to, but just send Lynn something to support her on her birthday. I would really appreciate it. Lynn, and you got $25 coming from me here in just a minute. As soon as I get off of here, I got to go downstairs and get me something to eat. But I definitely wanted to do that because I was supposed to do that the other day. But God bless every single one of you. Daryl, thank you so much for coming up here and supporting
Thanks
me.
for always having me on, man.
I really do appreciate it. Thank you so very much. And shout out to all of you in the chat. Thank y'all for supporting, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with my great niece Nyla. I don't know how this is gonna work tomorrow. Y'all pray for me, because I'm gonna let her ask me whatever she wants to ask me. So whatever the teenager wants to ask, I will do my best to answer the question. But we'll have some fun, and we'll see how that works out tomorrow. Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. Please make sure that you hit the like button, and please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit the bell icon, and make sure you press all notifications so that way you will never miss any of the exclusive content that comes on my channel. Make sure that you never miss a video. Now, I try to go live every day about 2:30 Pacific Standard Time, which is about 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, and then I come back at night at around 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, which is about 10:30 Eastern Standard, with some more exclusive content. So if you want more Mad Church Disease show content, we'd love for you to become a member, a revolutionary member of our channel. Please make sure that you hit the join button that's right next to the subscribe button or somewhere around here so that you guys can receive access to special community posts. You guys get all of the access to my community only lives, because we've got some sipping chats that we're going to be doing, and you guys will get exclusive content. So just make sure that you head on over to the channel page, click on the join button, and make sure that you do that. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate your love and support, and I'll see you on my very next video.
We are Mad Church Disease, helping you understand that Jesus plus nothing is everything. This is a show for everyone, believers and non-believers, from churched to the unchurched. Help us grow the channel by supporting our non-profit causes and create more consistent content. Donate by Cash App or PayPal, or buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com.